beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Princess Leah 888, and this is Tea and Tarot Tuesday. Hey, we have our beautiful special guest, as always, Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle in the chat, showing up for us, letting us know that your grandma spirits are here. And we have our tea that we are sipping on, some ashwagandha and honey tea. Oh, and his tail just went right into it. Well, that's great. Um, he's been trying to sniff at it. He's really nosy right now. Maybe your grandma is kind of nosy. You got a little grandma that's trying to get in your business, or your grandma spirit's trying to connect with you and communicate and share business with you. Maybe there's something that is wanting to be had. I'm seeing that as a message here. But if you're new to my channel, welcome, beloved. On my Tea and Tarot Tuesday, we have been enjoying the All Signs series, which is something that I've been having fun with this year. And today we are looking at the August All Signs already, the signs for the month of August, biggest energies, and we're going to start with our first three of the month. Can't believe we're already in August. It's just cray. So Leo, Virgo, Libra is what we're going to be getting into tonight. We're going to get into the tea of the energy of the divine feminine, masculine, and messages from spirit. If you are a returning family and friend, welcome back, beloved. Thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate your help, always appreciate your support, always appreciate your time and energy that you put in with you, girl. So let's get into it, shall we? We are going, I have to at least read. I did grab my mug that has the handles that broke off. It says, enjoy the journey. That is the reminder of the day. And the tea formation for the day is, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. That's the overall collective tea formation for us. I am going to be time stamping, so if you need to listen back, or if you want to come back or listen to again, it will be time stamped in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get into we're going to start with the divine feminine, Leo collective. My Leo babies, happy birthday to my Leo babies. Today in particular is one of my old friends' birthdays, so I got to shout you out. I don't know if you listen or not, but shout you out to my girl Becca Stam, and my sister KK, my best friend. They just had some birthdays. She has one today, so I had to give you your names. Sorry. Happy birthday. Love you. These are some old friends that have been in my life, and we have grown and gone our ways, and had our babies and talk every so often. But it's one of those connections that's like we were such close best friends when we were children at 8 and 9 and 11 and 12, and that even though now we're in our 30s, we are still connected enough to be able to say, hey, happy birthday. And I think I'm starting to recognize, and maybe you are too, Leo, divine feminine, that's why I was bringing it up, you're starting to recognize the importance of keeping those connections, and not taking them personally for it not being the way it used to be. I have been having a lot of shifts in that, and grief in that, of friendships that are just not in the same caliber as it used to be, and having to forgive the fact that that's the case and not have to blame anyone for it. So if that's you, divine feminine Leo, if you feel like you've been going through that as well, just be gracious, be graceful, give grace to yourself, and be gentle. Because as we get older, I'm just hearing that song. As we go on, we'll remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Do you guys remember that song? Well, that's for you, divine feminine Leo. That is for you. If this is a message that anything resonates, definitely go ahead and Hit the like button on your way in or out. If it's not, that's okay too. We here chatting. Anyone in the future that tunes in and this message resonates, energy is timeless, so it doesn't matter about the time in itself. But Leo Divine Feminine, we have the World card here in reverse. That means a new cycle is coming. A new cycle is beginning. A new cycle is starting, and because an old world is ending, and that's exactly what we were kind of channeling into with that, feelings of friendships that are shifting, feelings that of, you know, staying connected but in a different way, and having to grieve through how you used to be, how close you used to be. And look at that, maybe it's because of, you know, the way that you guys are growing, the way that you are, the skills you're building. Maybe there has been friendships that had to be fought. Maybe you have felt like there was some struggle and fighting or competition or comparison in these relationships, and that's what made it feel distant. That's what is coming to the end of those cycles of feeling like you have to compete with your friends, compete with even just any girl, feminine around. That is a deep wound and can be a deep generational cycle of competing for this space, Divine Feminine. Maybe you felt that you've been in a toxic feminine cycle of competing with your sisters or your mother, or, you know, women in your family, or friends, frenemies. You know, maybe you felt like you always had to prove yourself or work extra hard to earn your spot. Or maybe you had friends that you felt like you always had to work extra hard, or, you know, just the one-ups. Let's take it as it resonates for you, Divine Feminine. That's the energy that's coming through. But with the Queen of Cups, this is coming through of learning how to give grace, how to give forgiveness, how to give compassion in this space, trusting, recognizing that you don't have to compete anymore. The Four of Cups coming out as well underneath at the bottom of the deck with the World card underneath that. Okay, because this is coming to an end. You have new opportunities that want to be given to you, Divine Feminine Leo. Don't worry about these other three cups. Three of Cups can also be considered as friendships and soul partner or soul family ships, right? Soul sisters is what I'm hearing for some. And maybe that kind of got a little bit entangled. There could have been some gossip. There could have been, I'm just tapping into whatever energy, I don't know whose it is, but the cycles are ending with that. A new world is coming in. A new world. Because that is no longer what is serving your emotional health. So give grace for what has happened, what you have learned in these experiences. You know, this does touch base of like energies from when we were all children, when we were all younger. I'm sure all feminine energy, or even, it doesn't matter. It's not gender. Not feminine and masculine energy is energy, not based on gender. But I'm sure we have all gone through experiences where we have felt like we had to fight, earn, prove, and compete against the people around us, our friends. And it is hard for us to trust in these divine cups. But you see how she was over here, she's got her arms crossed, back turned to the ocean, just totally turned her back on the blessings that are here with the smiley face shirt. I promise I'm happy, but you don't look happy, Divine Feminine, right? For this month of August, Leo, Divine Feminine, is you did and accept this cup, and it's given to you with grace. Receive it with grace, okay? Receive it with compassion. It's really beautiful. I hope that helps. You're going to have some messages coming in, but just I'm hearing, you know, allowing. This is something that again goes back to that feminine wound of having to fight for the space that and the table, at the table, or fight for a man's heart or a father's heart or brother's attention, whatever the case is, right? In this man's world, that's taken us from our soul sistership, that's taken us from being able to fix each other's crowns, being able to enjoy and acknowledge each other's beauty and goddess essence without having to compete or fight in this space, feeling like there is a lack, there's not enough space for you. Divine Feminine, you are ending that cycle. You are recognizing. You might come across those energies this month of August because that is what you are being invited to give grace and compassion to. All right? So I hope you can hear me okay. Sometimes my mic is messed up and I don't have my chat on, so if that is speaking or resonating for you, Divine Feminine Leo, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Divine Masculine Leo, we're going to just keep on keeping on. Divine Masculine Leo, for the month of August, you have the Two of Swords. So some energy around some decisions, the faith that you are being in question, that the faith, the decisions. You have a big decision that you are going to make, a huge final decision that you've got to make. But that Two of Swords is asking you to walk by faith and not by sight. This is all swords for you, Divine Masculine Leo. That is mental. That is also verbal communication, is giving Mercury energy that just went direct, but we're still in those 2-week post shadows. We're also in this Lionsgate portal, okay? That peaks on 8/8. But this is a huge opening of reflecting on what is it that you are needing to decide. This can be about stability, income. This could be about stabilizing something, stabilizing with a Queen of Pentacles, a Divine Feminine. There's a lot of reflection, meditation, rest, recovery from this summer, from this month, maybe even the past month of July, but this summer there's been a lot of choices and decisions that you've been having to make, and now you're in that final countdown to make that choice. Which is going to be stable? Which can you stable? I'm also hearing the decision that will help you with getting your life together, getting your footing, your foundation, getting your shit together, Divine Masculine Leo. With a Divine Feminine for some, making decision on a Divine Feminine for some. And you got the Judgment and the Tower back to back. Look, and the Fool. Look at these 3 major arcanas back to back. And the 5 of Wands. So there is a mirroring of energy with the Divine Feminine with those 5 of Wands, but got Judgment, the Tower, and the Fool. Okay, something is completely obliterating because you are coming into a huge awakening, a rising like the phoenix. Something has to die and crumble in order for you to be able to start over again from ground zero, like the Fool. And sometimes things have to be ripped from you. Sometimes the faulty foundations have to be pulled from underneath you and has to fall in order for brand new to be made. The phoenix burns once it gets to its oldest age. It sets itself on fire and then rises from the ashes, rebirths from its own ashes. That is a huge symbol for the Divine Masculine Leo of having a massive awakening. This could be just a dark night of the soul. Maybe you've already been going through it, or maybe you're still in it, or maybe you're going to be going through it, but it's something that you don't see necessarily as it's at the bottom of the deck. It could be around this Divine Feminine. It could be around a job, your pentacles. It could be around money. It could be around money with a Divine Feminine. Something that you've maybe been fighting for. Maybe you've been fighting with a Divine Feminine about money for some. One that has been 5 of Pentacles. one that has been very, very cold, and you, I'm hearing divorce for some, but you're learning how to get your pentacles back. And you are learning how to take this leap of faith, because there's so much that has been just crumbling for you. I'm getting Pluto in Aquarius retrograde right now. And we have a lot of Aquarius energy right now, with the North Node having shifted into Aquarius for the next 18 months, as well as the full moon in Aquarius is in just a couple, tomorrow, actually, the 29th. So we're in that pre-shadow of the moon, which I did see the moon underneath here somewhere for the Divine Feminine. So that full moon, completion of cycles, what is ending, so that all this can begin. It is powerful, very powerful. So, is this, I don't even know, I think this, it doesn't matter. So Divine Masculine, I hope that that is resonating with you. And if it is, definitely hit that like button. We're gonna move on to what Spirit has to say for the Leo collective for the month of August. Perspective shifts. Shifting perspectives, okay? Reflecting, looking back at what's been reflecting onto you, mirroring back to you. I'm even seeing look a different direction. I got Tony cat hair. Looking at a different perspective. It could be around cat energy. It could be around your own cat. I know I've been having some decisions that I've been needing to make around my cat's health and well-being. And maybe you are too, in the sense of, it could be a fur baby, or it could be your own just intuition with your guides. A perspective that maybe a grandmother always wanted you to look at, or is helping you shift. You got the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck, exactly. So much perspective shifts. Because there's a crossroads you're at, Leo collective. There's a decision, a choice that you need to make, and you've got to look at it from this angle and this angle, and you got to see what it would be like if you were to go down to this angle and this angle. You got to choose, you got to trust. And this can be around something that's been a conflict within you for a while, with the Five of Swords, a battle within you, or battle outside of you. But you're protected, and there's also boundaries that are being asked to be protected too. But you are protected, and you are given, this is a really big opportunity of this choice to make. This choice will lead you to an awakening, a grand awakening, a grand opportunity, but you can't get it wrong. So don't get too in your head, because no matter what, this awakening is going to lead you to union with yourself, with the beloved, with the life that you have intended, that you have been attracting, that you came to this earth place for. That's the awakening that you're encountering. And that awakening can only happen when you make the choice. There's a lot of choice to make, but you can't get it wrong, because you never get it done, because we're constantly unfolding and constantly expanding. So let's see what your T formation is, Leo, for the month of August. I love this. My favorite quote ever by Lao Tzu. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Okay? You don't have to hurry on this decision. That's why the Four of Swords is here. Reflect, rest. You know? All the REs. Okay? There's so much that you are reflecting on. There's so much for you to reevaluate, to review around relationships, friendships, your financial ships, even this could be professional partnerships, careerships. But you got this. You don't need to hurry. Everything is always going to unfold exactly as it needs to. All right, Leo? I hope that helps. Let's go ahead and move into Virgo, Divine Feminine, my Virgo babies, for the month of August. All right, Virgo babes, Divine Feminine, strongest energy for the month of August. It's so fun. I love doing these. The Ten of Wands here in reverse. Another cycle ending, kind of similar to the World in reverse like Leo got. There is a cycle ending around burdens and weight on your shoulders that you no longer need to carry, Virgo Divine Feminine. It's not yours to carry. You have the Queen of Cups coming out. So you might have some Leo energy. Maybe you're a Leo-Virgo cusp, because that also came out for Divine Feminine. The Two of Wands. The choices that you are making, whatever choice you're making, you can go wherever you want in the world, Virgo Divine Feminine. You can be anything you want to be. You can have anything that you want to have. The world is in your hands. You just got to connect with it emotionally. I'm hearing the practices of Abraham Hicks of the secret key behind the manifestation is the feeling, connecting, attaching, attracting, connecting to the feeling of what it is that you want to feel from the thing that it is that you desire to manifest. So this Queen of Cups is giving that energy of if you have a choice to make, go into the feeling of it. What is it that you want to feel? How is it that you want to feel from this decision? From attaining this collective abundance with the Queen of Pentacles. Because you know it's for you, so stand up for it, regardless of what kind of incoming opposing energies might try to knock you off of your grounding. But you got the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight in the deck, but it is the most stable, the most committed, the most loyal. Okay, so something that is shifting from your abundance with the Five of Pentacles under that, this, and the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles energy, something that is shifting that could be around finances or around material manifestations that may have taken a while, but that's why it's been taking a while, because you got to focus on the feeling, the emotion that you want to feel, instead of where it's not and why it's not here and how come it's lacking and why I can't get there. That is a whole different paradigm shift, Divine Feminine Virgo. And it's something, you know, Pentacles are also earth energy. So Virgo, that is also your energy. Capricorn and Taurus as well. But you are, Virgo, the mama of the zodiac earth signs. Mama Earth is what I call you. Because you are grounded and stable and detailed and connected to the physical essence of this world. So Virgo Divine Feminine, it's important that you also connect to the emotional essence of your spirit as well, and have compassion for yourself as you are moving in this new direction. Okay, sometimes Virgo energy with that, you know, shadow energy of perfectionism can get too caught up in the physical manifestation, the details. Is it here? Does it look like this? Is it like that? You know, can you check all boxes? But sometimes you have to let that part go and just feel into it. And you have to let go of the feeling and of the fear, because the fear is also what blocks it, blocks the flow. Feel into the joy, feel into the goodness, feel into the excitement. Look at that Chariot. Water, Cancer energy in reverse here, Divine Masculine. I know I was chatting, continuing, but those are continuing energies that is merging, flowing into Divine Masculine's reading. The Chariot, Queen of Wands, and then Justice here at the bottom. Wow, this is interesting actually. Justice, I turned it right upright, but it's actually in reverse in this deck. All the rest of the cards are the other way. So this Justice card is meant to be in reverse right now for you, Divine Masculine. Very interesting. I thought I turned it the other way. But there could be some injustice that you are waiting for its alignment. It could be this, it could be that things are needing, or you're still waiting for the scales to balance. You're still waiting for things to balance itself out. Chariot card is about listening to the timing of Source, of God, Jah, Allah, however you want to call it, Spirit. Listening to the commands when it's time to go, when it's time to stop, when it's time to start. Trusting and going back to the emotional part of it, because that's part of your intuition. And having confidence in that decision, in that intuition, in that emotional direction and command. The Queen of Wands is about having so much confidence. And maybe that's what's been keeping things in balance, Divine Masculine, is your confidence. Needing to tap into trusting in the confidence in your own intuition, and trusting in the confidence in God directing you, guiding you. Yeah. The Knight of Wands under that. Let the passion that you have lead you with confidence. Lead your passion with confidence. Lean into the things you are passionate about with confidence. Don't let that fire go out just because you are being asked or invited to pause for a minute, or to wait to go and have to take that space, because it's all going to happen in its divine. Justice, this could be something with the law. Maybe you are trying to wait, something is not in balance or fair, that's happening perhaps with something with the law, with it could be with a Queen of Wands, a Divine Feminine. Take that as how it resonates for you. The Seven of Crystals here, Spirit is saying, Virgo Collective, the seeds that you have planted are growing. Just keep watering them, keep nurturing them, keep growing them. The plants, the seed that is on the package of the tomato plant package will grow into a tomato plant when you continue to nurture it, water it, give it the proper amount of sunlight, give it the proper amount of water, give it the proper amount of patience. Okay, Chariot and Seven of Pentacles is about patience and trusting that you can't rush a plant to grow any faster than it's going to grow, right? So the seeds that are planted in you, the dreams that you are heading towards, the life that you are manifesting, the world that you are holding right in your hands, Virgo Collective, it's all on its way. It's just a matter of continuing to nurture it and know that the roots are rooting, okay? It'll bud, it'll sprout. No matter how tough the journey has been, it is coming. And that's why you're being asked, Divine Feminine, to lean into the emotional aspect of this fruition, of this manifestation that you are attracting in. Because otherwise it can be a very, very hard journey. Nine of Wands. It can be that arduous struggle, but it doesn't have to be. The Knight of Wands also gives Chiron, the wounded healer, the wounded warrior. Okay, you've gone through so much, battered, broken, and bruised, but also you were still standing, Virgo. So no matter what you have gone through, whether it was unjust from the past or whether it took you all out of your, I'm hearing your game. The Knight of Wands is here again to mirror the divine masculine, Virgo. Don't let that flame go out just because of the rough paths and patches that you've gone through. Balance, alchemize that pain, alchemize those experiences, and transmute them into lessons, blessings. Reflect on them and see it, how you can take them to work in your favor, to expand your consciousness instead of seeing it as one little kind of, narrow way of seeing it. Wow, that's deep. That's not going to resonate with everyone, Virgo, but I hope it resonates with those. I trust that it'll resonate with those Virgos, sun, moon, rising, stellium, to wherever Virgo's in your chart, because, that's a really deep message for you. What your Tea formation for August, Virgo, by Ralph Waldo Emerson says, "The earth laughs and flowers. My earth gang, my earth mama gang, Mama Gaia, earth Virgo gang, beloveds, you are the earth. So you know the time that it takes, the amount of nourishment that it takes, and the joy and the beauty that comes from its budding and its sprouting and its fruition in the pace that it comes. See the joy in this journey through the budding of the flowers of this earth. See the manifestations of your life through the emotional sprouting and flowering, even if it's not into full fruition yet. Okay, I see the Two of Cups here. I wanted to flip over. And then there's the Knight of Cups. So for someone, this could be, with partnership, with love, with romance. You can't rush love either, right? What is the song I'm hearing? Jordan Sparks. One step at a time, it's no need to rush. It's like learning to fly or falling in love. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. So, take one step at a time, Virgo. I hope that helps. That's a beautiful message. We're gonna go ahead and go into Libra at 3333. Libra divine, feminine, Virgos, like that. Hit that like button if any of that resonates with you. Our last sign of the night, Libra, divine feminine. For the strongest energies of August. Two of Pentacles here. Harmonizing, juggling, balancing. I'm hearing balancing the work-life balance, if that's a thing. Right? Trying to figure that out. Trying to juggle. Trying to juggle your abundance. Trying to juggle your happily ever afterness. Trying to juggle this Ten of Cups. Trying to harmonize your life so that you can create this heaven on earth, this abundance, this emotionally fulfilled happily ever after. Libra, coming in with your sign with justice. Maybe you have some Virgo in your chart with that justice card that wanted to come out for divine masculine, divine feminine, Libra. Justice is on your side. You are balancing the scales, finding the wisdom of how to be able to balance and nurture and grow all that it is that you are growing and building and watering soul tribe, soul family, soul sisters. For some, soul tribe, soul team. This could be a, work related of a emotionally fulfilling team. This could be family related of an emotionally fulfilling family, friend related, personally related. This could be success of something that came in with the law of justice, finally serving itself, that has been growing. Look at this one. This is like the Seven of Pentacles that we were just talking about with Virgo. Once again, you can't rush a plant to grow any faster than it's going to grow. You can't rush a baby to grow any faster than it's going to grow, right? Maybe some of you Libras are with child and ready to, give birth, and you want it to go faster, or maybe you're wanting to come be with child and you want the process to be faster. Or maybe you have been with child and are a mother, and you are recognizing in this month of August that, wow, everything really did grow and come into its fruition. I'm so happy. Things are finally working out for me, balancing for me. And that's a really, really beautiful place to be, Libra, Divine Feminine. So Divine Masculine, Libra. The Queen of Wands coming out 2 in reverse. Don't lose your confidence, Divine Masculine, Libra, okay? You don't have to master your craft. You just got to master your confidence. And whatever it is that you are fighting to communicate, you have the Knight of Swords, this hasteful, quick, and I say hasteful, like quick, fast communication. But that could be causing, some disruptions or some altercations. Maybe you're trying to figure out, maybe you're speaking too quickly or wanting to have a conversation and with people who are quick to go into fighting. But Divine Masculine, Libra, you have the King of Swords as well. I think that was Leo, Divine Masculine. But there's a decision and a conversation, communication, and that you really, really are ready to hold or put down or to say and finalize. But there are people who have opposing thoughts, people that you have to kind of fight to get this decision off the ground, to make it going. Maybe you feel like you have to fight in order to earn your spot to close this decision. So you need to go within and reflect and meditate, because this is blessed from the stars. This is a wish fulfillment, Divine Masculine, Libra, but it's also connected to the devil, Capricorn energy. There's something that is holding you back, something that is really, really attaching itself onto you that is not serving your greatest and highest good, Libra, Divine Masculine. Whatever that could be, an addiction, a codependency, it could be a unhealthy pattern. It could be limiting, disempowering, stinking thinking beliefs, right? Self-deprecation. It could be any of these things. Pride, envy, vanity, lust, ego, envy, jealousy, anything that's kind of keep preventing this star, this wish, because that's what's creating this altercation to come in. That's why it's hard to make this decision with the King of Swords. But underneath all of that is the Ace of Pentacles and Judgment. So if you can move through that space, Divine Masculine, Libra, then on the other side of those negative, disempowering attachments, addictive attachments, is the Ace of Pentacles is a grand opportunity for you. So I'm hearing, talk to the right people, not the people that are going to fight back. Talk to the right people with the right energies. You don't need to fight or prove your worthiness. What you need to do is communicate with those who hear you. Okay? Maybe that's the issue. Maybe fighting is that devil energy that keeps you from being able to really stand in your masculine decision-making energy. Maybe there are people that just hook you into certain kinds of energies, so the conversation gets gaslit onto you and turns around onto you, and you don't even really get to like speak what you're trying to speak about, because now it just turns into a big fight. That's not the energy you need to be in anymore. That's why this Knight of Swords energy with spirit looks like this instead of this. Instead of hastily moving and communicating too quickly, pause and reflect. Pause and reflect on where this is going to take you. Are you ready to jump and lean into a brand new type of communicating style? Or you have to let go, though. You have to put the sword down. You have to put down the fighting and leave everything that you have known so that you can jump into this new portal of communication. Messages coming in will come in at that when you do. You'll find your way to stand in your truth with the Seven of Wands, Libra collective. No matter what incoming opposing energies want to come at you, no matter what kind of conversations, you are going to be standing in your power with the Two of Cups, learning how to flow with the energy instead of, ooh, I love this. I'm hearing Abraham Hicks's analogy of going downstream, flowing downstream, the path of least resistance, instead of trying to swim upstream. Why are you going against the current? You don't need to anymore. You just go within. Listen to what is flowing through you, the moon. Let this full moon in Aquarius cleanse out, end out those cycles of toxic communication is what I'm hearing, so you can begin new cycles of healthy partnership in your healthy communications in your partnership, in your partnerships, whether it's romantic, platonic, professional. Learning how to healthily communicate so that you can have this happily ever after, this Ten of Cups, right? Maybe you need to have a middle ground. Maybe that's why this Justice card is here, because of the court. Maybe you have been having to have, someone in the middle, like a judge, to help you with communicating your needs if you're fighting for certain kinds of things in a partnership or whatever. That's very, very, selective for some. But I had to throw that out there in case it is for you, Libra collective, whoever that might be. But our final message, T formation for the night, for you, Libra collective, is Beauty is Not Caused, It Is, by Emily Dickinson. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to, where is it? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to earn. You don't have to prove. You don't have to force. All you got to do is just nurture and flow and trust that your happily ever after is yours, your birthright, rightfully yours, because that is what you came into this earth plane to be. That's why justice is on your side. 4444 on the clock for you, Libra. The angels are out here with you. Angel number showing up for you. Your time started at 3333. So listen to the angels that have your back. Listen to the angels that are helping you, guiding you with the communications and the way to communicate, and healthy communications, and the way to solve conflict, and to step into the room and show up as your true authentic self, unapologetically and unafraid. Because it's your time now. All right? Really beautiful. Yay, this is really great. And if any of this resonates, if you like it, hit that like button on your way out. If you're not already a part of my itty bitty vibe tribe, as we are here doing the best we can to do our part to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love, be on this road to conscious love with us, and hit the notification bell, subscribe, know whenever I go live. And take this energy with you into this week, into this month, Leo-Virgo-Libra, and take it with the best possible outcome in mind, okay? It's been a wonderful pleasure and honor, and I absolutely love you so much. And until next time, I will see you in the next moon. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.